What is up, everybody? We are here back for another episode of Movie Talkies. I got Shad here with me and Gurj as well. We are back and ready for another episode of Movie Talkies. This time we're doing Avengers Endgame, the official trailer.
Yes.
I am hyped for this. And our last trailer reaction just so happened to be our most viewed video on the channel. So thank you guys for the support. It means the world. We're looking forward to this trailer. So without further ado, let's just hop right in, shall we?
Very bleak.
Oh. Seems like 1,000 years ago.
They're going back.
Became Iron Man.
Base.
Realized I loved you.
Peace.
Oh boy. It's getting senti, bro. Senti.
We got callbacks to the...
You hear the music? The music. Oh boy.
The world has changed.
Is this movie all in black and white? Oh, never mind.
Oh.
It's a Hawkeye's daughter? Like, what?
Is our best. And sometimes the best we can
So hot girl.
Oh boy.
do is to start
Oh no.
What?
Nah, that's not a thing.
This music, though.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna cry.
Why?
It's just the music. It's so powerful. Okay, what is it? Schindler's List with the red and black and white.
Sin City, though.
even if there's a small chance
Some Last of Us shit. Like, what's it?
to everyone who's not in this room to try.
She's back to being
I don't know if I'm digging that haircut, man. That was,
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
New suits!
What?
They're all there.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Those credits. Oh, there she is.
Oh.
I like this one.
It's here, guys.
Well-
It's almost here.
I don't know, man. That was a weird trailer.
That...
I
Care to elaborate?
don't know. It didn't really make me as excited as I thought it would make me, to be honest with you.
More exciting than the last one, though, because the last one was just straight, like, setup, I want to say. The last one was just talk. It was just reiterating what we already knew. The last one was just like, oh, yeah, everybody died. Where you got
I think we're getting some new stuff to see, at least, in this one.
stuff.
But
think-
those flashback scenes didn't do much for me at all. They were just, they felt unnecessary.
Yeah, I guess that you could see that as like for the two people on the planet that haven't seen
Sure, I
Infinity
suppose,
War, it's
yeah.
just like, oh, so this is what happened. So I mean, I guess this could be like
This is what it
recap.
started with, Iron Man, and then we're moving through all these characters and stuff like that.
I mean, they're trying to play the nostalgia factor, right? They're trying to play the heartstrings, which I mean, it's if there's a time to do it, it's now. It's like this is like the final chapter in this kind of MCU universe.
Yeah,
as we
especially
know it
since
so far,
like
right?
all of their contracts are like ending with this one, right? Like you got Chris Evans' contract; it's his last one, and he's been very vocal about how this is it. This is the last one he's going to be doing. And you got like Robert Downey Jr. and almost, I think he's going to be done as well.
Yeah.
So I think for like a lot of us, this is it. Like this is
I
the
think-
last one that we're going to see with all of these guys that we've been with for like the last 10 plus years, right?
Now, we say they're done, but I do think they're still going to be there in the universe floating around. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think what they might do is like with like, you know what they have with like Nick Fury, where he's like that one like occurring character, and they've already started to do it with like Tony Stark, with like him appearing in like Spider-Man Homecoming. So I think he's gonna be like the guy that just kind of like goes now recruiting all the new.
He's just kind of a
Avengers.
figurehead that's in the universe. You know he's there. You know, it's like all Stark Industries. You know.
Cool. I would like that because like it would be cool to see like some of these casts come back as like mentors for, I don't know, maybe the next generation of Avengers or whatever it be essentially. So that might be pretty cool.
And I think Captain Marvel is most likely going to be taking over as like the team lead now.
Right.
With like the approach that they're going to go and go into and see.
What you saw with the ending there with Thor's like, I like her. So let's talk about that final shot there where we see all the new suits.
Yeah, what are those? Like,
Yeah,
are
so
those
what
like
are
hydro
those?
suits or space suits?
time travel suits.
That's that. So that's kind of been the predominant theory so far, is that they're going to go back in time or travel through the quantum realm or something like that. So maybe that suit allows, or actually, you know what? Maybe it's like a space suit. I don't know. Maybe it's to go.
I think
in
it
space.
might be a spacesuit because, like, in the last Ant-Man movie, they went into the quantum realm, but they didn't need any like special kind of suits or anything like that. They were
No,
wearing...
Hank Pym. He needed an Ant-Man and Wasp. He needed it.
He needed to shrink to get
into the quantum realm. So I'm thinking, what if they're like suits
using
made?
Ant-Man tech?
Oh, right, they're
Yeah,
Ant-Man
what
type
if they're
suits?
using pin?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're all
Pym
shrink
tech.
battle.
So
I mean,
would it be
we
like
saw
a rescue Tony Stark mission or something like that?
No, but he was there.
Oh, he was there.
He was part of
sorry,
it.
okay.
Nebula
was he?
and him were part of it.
the ending shot. Oh,
Yeah, they were both in there.
Oh, okay.
So I think what's going on is with the Super Bowl trailer where we had this shot of all of them like walking up and like looking into the sky. I think that's when maybe Tony Stark and Nebula, they come back to Earth.
So they find their way back.
And they find their way back. So I think the first half of this movie is literally just going to be them like assembling.
Figuring out how to get
It's
back,
going to be
yeah.
them assembling again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last like half of it is going to be them taking the fight either to Thanos, or it's going to be with them traveling through time, getting all the Infinity Stones to kind of have that final climactic battle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Speaking of that big ugly nutsack of a chin,
Wasn't in there.
it was not in the
was
trailer.
not.
Yeah,
we
that
have
was-
yet
that-
to
so-
see.
This
that was
was
interesting. I will admit that was interesting.
this
Not seeing
was
Thanos.
very Avengers focused.
Yeah.
This
Which
trailer.
I'm happy about. We don't
Yeah.
need to see that. We know who Thanos is. Everybody knows. Like, why do we
Yeah.
need to see? Oh, he's doing more Thanos things, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like he's there. This is the end game. They're going to get him. So it's just like, why show? Because you know the whole movie is like climactic, or it's building up to the final fight with them. Like they're inevitably gonna fight
So-
Thanos at the
Yeah,
end.
and
of
then
the
in
movie, right?
Infinity War, Thanos was pretty heavy on the trailers too, so I guess it makes sense.
Well, Infinity War.
Well,
is
Infinity
arguably
War-
Thanos' movie.
He
Yeah,
was
that
a
was
protagonist.
nice, yeah.
I guess you can argue that he
Yeah.
was a protagonist of that film because,
Sure.
and by the
Yeah.
end of it, he does accomplish what he set out to do. So I think now we're back into having Avengers as their main characters again, and seeing what their struggle is going to be like now to pretty much reverse what happened in the last film. And I think it's going to be one heck of a journey, especially with how long they're saying this movie is going to be. Close to 3 hours right now.
They're pulling a Harry Potter.
They're putting Lord of the Rings, and I'm all
Lord of the
like
Rings.
I'm
I'm okay with
game
that,
for
man.
it. I'm game for it. I'm super excited to see.
You're
I'm
game
just
for
not
Endgame.
gonna buy a large
game
drink.
for it.
Oh god,
Cringe.
that
I was gonna
terrible.
say game for Endgame,
Dad.
but okay, you can do that one.
Those
too.
are dad jokes. Sorry about that, guys.
Like no, the trailer itself was a little bit lackluster, but I feel like the movie I'm going in as blank as I can because that way I'm just not setting any expectation for myself. If it's not the greatest thing in the world, then I'm not too let down. It's fine. But I think it's gonna be great. I mean, like the cast is awesome. The plot hopefully will be awesome. Like really not a lot of room to mess this up. To be very honest with you.
I
so.
mean, what I've seen so far is that the trailers have kind of built it. The theme of these trailers has been very slow, and then a drop.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if that's foreshadowing how the actual movie is going to be. And I know slow burns don't necessarily sync well with a lot of audiences. So I don't mind slow burns.
I love that.
I'm
slow
okay
burn.
with that.
I think it's
I'm fine with
appropriate
that.
for
Because
this
I think
movie.
a proper movie or whatever, or like an action film, like there has to be a crescendo, right?
Exactly,
Right.
yeah.
You have to get to that point.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's a concern for me, but I know for a lot of people having to sit through 2 hours of them just nothing happening, and then there's the payoff
Yeah.
at the end. I could see that potentially being something that happens in this movie that some people may not be a fan of. But. So without going too much longer, I think we've covered all the details here. The hype is real for this movie. Let's be honest, we're all really excited for it. So. We want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Your support really helps us continue to make these videos. So if you did like the video, a share and a like would be much appreciated. If not, we will just see you on the next episode.
Leave all your hurtful comments below so that we know how to respond.
Just absolutely roast us in the comments. Just decimate us.
Ready for it.
Just kidding, be nice. Anyways, we will see you guys on the next episode of Movie Talkies.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.